Liebe Zuschauer, herzlich willkommen zu Wirtschaft TV vom Parkett der New York Stock Exchange. Bei mir ist Ben Willis von Princeton Securities. Ben, thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
We saw last week or the week before some labor market data. We saw the retail sales. So bottom line, what do you think about the US economy at the moment?
It's still moving forward, just not quickly enough is really the problem. That's why we had the consternation and the movement in the marketplaces. So the U.S. economy continues to post positive numbers, but not as positive as we really need them to be.
Ben sagt, die Zahlen, die wir sehen, die Konjunkturdaten sind weiterhin positiv, aber sie sind so besonders langsam und sie müssten eigentlich doch schneller gehen. Das haben wir bei den Arbeitsmarktdaten zum Beispiel gesehen oder bei den Einzelhandelsumsätzen. So when we see the slowly growing market, what will the Fed making out of this?
Well, my perception of the global markets right now is what we saw happen in the bond market will be the black swan for the fixed income markets of the world. We've been waiting, many traders in the United States have been waiting for the U.S. Treasury market to break. It's an asset bubble that was created by our own Fed, but it's been unable to break, quite frankly, and we know that because there have been so many conduits of money flows into it from overseas, from European investors, from Asian investors as safe haven. What we saw happen over the last few weeks with the bond market moving, I think is a very dramatic demonstration of what will happen in the world because of the fixed income market.
Also Ben hat über den Bondmarkt gesprochen, er nennt das einen schwarzen Schwan. Er sieht da doch Gefahren, dass eine Blase platzen könnte und da sollte man auch in der nächsten Zeit ein Auge drauf werfen. Do you think the US Central Bank will lower the interest rates soon or will we have to wait a year or more?
Well, I think we will see. I think my position again is a little different than most. I think the United States of America Federal Reserve and Federal Open Market Committee has missed an opportunity. They should have raised rates already. They should have taken the zero out and left it at a quarter of a point. The unknown is what's causing this problem to me in the marketplace and actually freezing the consumer that we have not seen participate because nobody knows the right direction. I believe that because they've missed that opportunity, I think it is likely we will see a rate increase before the end of the year.
Also Ben sagt, eigentlich hat die US-Notenbank Fed den Zeitpunkt schon verpasst, die Zinsen anzuheben auf 0,25% und er erwartet doch, dass wir in diesem Jahr eine Anhebung sehen werden zum Ende des Jahres. So, what do you think about the second half of the year? What's your outlook?
I think, well, again, what we've seen in the first half of the year is not unusual compared to last year with some of the dips we saw in the economy. I, again, expect the United States economy in particular to lead the world in a faster pace than we are at right now. The problem is the fact that we should have been achieving a greater velocity than we have today. But I think the velocity will pick up going into December 31st. The United States equity markets will be higher because the economies and the United States base companies will be performing better. So that's my anticipation again, which is why I think the Fed will raise rates before the end of the year. I know that's Art Cashman probably doesn't agree with me. I understand that, and I'm fine with that. I'm just saying, based on what I've seen in my 33 years in the business, that rising rates are not an absolute negative to the equity markets. I think that's a misnomer, and you can't use most recent history as an indicator because the world has never seen the intervention of central banks that we saw in the last 8 years in this country and in Europe. We've never seen it. So you can't use that as a matrix to say, well, this is what should happen.
Also Ben sagt, dass er für die zweite Jahreshälfte doch ein stärkeres Wachstum voraussieht. Die US-Wirtschaft wird die Weltwirtschaft wieder weiter anführen und er findet auch die Eingriffe der US-Notenbank als positiv und man kann es nicht vergleichen. Dinge, die in der Geschichte vorher waren, noch nie wurden Eingriffe so stark vorgenommen wie in den letzten 8 Jahren und das hält er doch für einen positiven Moment. Ben, thank you so much for joining us. Ben Willis of Princeton Securities. Appreciate your time. Und Ihnen, liebe Zuschauer, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal bei Wirtschaft TV.